Today on the show, exciting. We've got a little bit of Oscars, a little bit of Dune versus the Marvel comic universe. I know Jax is thrilled about this. Jax would also like to talk about a betrayal in her household. I have no idea who lied to her, but somebody did, and she's calling them out. Hey, so we're back. We're excited. It's post-Oscars, and I know that this is coming out a couple of days after all the Oscar fallout, but I did think it was worth kind of touching on sort of what happened this weekend.
I think we'll be in Oscar Palooza for a couple days at least.
Okay, well, I hope so. And first off, I want to say, did you see Timothée Chalamet's outfit? Because I say he wins Oscar for, he didn't win any Oscars, but he won Best Oscar for looking like one of the Backstreet Boys. Can you tell me who? Jax, look up Timothée Chalamet Oscars and tell me which one he looks like the most, because I've got one in mind.
Howie? No. Kevin?
He looks like Kevin. Does he not look like Kevin with the white suit and the white tie and the white? Yeah.
Kevin doesn't deserve this. Kevin, you know what Kevin's done wrong? Nothing. Kevin has minded his own business.
Yeah.
He's been the older man in the Backstreet Boys that hasn't really,
plays the piano.
Plays the piano. You know what? He seems like he'd be a soft lover. Yeah,
so.
And Timothée did. Now Timothée seems like he'd be a scraggly little lover. But yeah, I saw some of the clips and people aren't very happy with him right now, are they?
You know, well, I think obviously he was on that live stream with Matthew McConaughey and he said something about
opera
and ballet being, passe. And to be honest, like in technical terms, he's right. Sometimes in society, it's like, you don't need to say it though. Like, yeah, are ballet and opera as popular as they were 100 years ago? No, but you also don't need to pick on them.
Yeah. Also, like, you're really vulnerable to people being mad at you right now. So just play it cool, my guy. Play it cool. Yeah. Hang on, Stephanie's got a hot take.
She's ready. She's ready.
She's got her finger on the pulse.
She's ready.
No, I saw a clip that he made kind of the same comment in 2019 and 2021 about ballet and opera. But then apparently his sister and his mom both went to school for ballet.
So he would know more than most people that it's a passe medium? Is that what he's trying to say?
I don't know.
Let me get an expert on the subject?
He's doubled down, I guess. He's been saying it for a while.
No, that sounds like, okay, that's like, there's like internalized homophobia. There's like internalized ballophobia. There's like, there's like ballo. There's like, it's so close to you. You're like, yeah, no, I hate that. Yeah, it's like, I'm not gay. Yeah, like me, like in high school, I was like, I'm not gay. That girl's gay. Wanted to date her, obviously.
Right.
Maybe.
Please make her gay.
Maybe Timothée wants to do a little ballet and opera, and he's like, I think the story here is that he was turned down. Or
that's what a lot of the comments are saying. He was turned down, and now he's pissed.
Yeah, he's like, I hate that medium because they wouldn't accept me.
He does have a bit of a dancer's physique, right? Small and thin, and
a nimble fellow. And I bet he'd be quick on his feet. Yeah,
the thing with him too is like, most actors look normal size, but you meet them in person and they're tiny. And a lot of pop stars are like this too. Like I remember meeting Usher, and I was like, oh. They really shoot him up in the music videos. Usher's not very tall.
A little fella.
Very, very good shape, but not very tall. And they do that to make you look taller, whatever. Timothée Chalamet is one of the actors that I'm like, oh, you look smaller on camera, so I know you'd be tiny. I met Daniel Radcliffe once at a movie premiere here in Toronto. I did the movie premiere. And he's tiny. Like Harry Potter never looked huge. It wasn't like, Chad Harry Potter here, but like Chad Potter. But you got the sense that he was like normal size. He's not. He's like itty bitty.
Timothée Chalamet is 5'10".
Yeah, Adam, he's your height.
Yeah.
No, I'm 6.
Oh, here we go.
I'm 6 feet.
You're not 6 feet.
I'm 6 feet tall.
Adam.
The doctor at Mount Sinai told me I'm 6 feet tall, Jax. Are you going to fight with the doctor at Mount Sinai Hospital?
Well, I bet that doctor has suddenly retired or we can't get a hold of that doctor. Yeah, the doctor in question is missing. Okay.
It's like the guy that's got the girlfriend, but she doesn't live here.
Yeah. She's just away. She's just away. Yeah, she's just away, man. Just away.
I'm at the doctor at camp, okay?
Yeah, no, he's I didn't expect him to be not
5'10".
that. Yeah, because 5'10" is huge, Adam. It is the biggest height I've ever seen, okay? Don't you worry. People who are 5'10" are massive.
He's a thin man. Yeah. He's very thin. That I can say.
Yeah.
That I can say. That must mean then, because even in Dune, like Zendaya is his height. So she must be very tall. Like,
Zendaya is a god and it doesn't matter her height.
Is.
Yeah.
She is. Does she have a bad angle?
No, she's perfect. Hang on. Height centimeters. Here's the thing, because the States is one of the only countries that does the metric system, correct?
We're the metric system. We're the imperial. Yeah.
So why are they? I guess it's because
there's 2 countries left in the world that have the imperial system. It's like the States and like some country in Africa.
And why is the first option that comes up in imperial?
because we in North America had the imperial till the 50s. So a lot of boomers grew up on the imperial, and then we switched to metric.
Because America runs.
Obviously,
50s or
Adam
60s or
knows
something.
this backstory.
Yeah.
Because it's stupid, right? Like, but we still measure ourselves in like feet in Canada sometimes. Like, if I were to tell you I'm 172 centimeters, I don't even know what that is. I don't know how many centimeters tall I am.
Piss posh, I would say. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the
Pish
pish posh. I don't know what that means. No, I didn't expect you to tell me about the historic.
That's why you're
aspect
with
of
me,
it.
though.
Yeah.
That's why you guys are working with me.
Well,
You're
Jax,
like,
you
know
see.
what? Because I don't know what it is. And again, this is a sidetrack. We'll get back to the Oscars in a second, and I want to talk a little Dune. But there is something about things like that irk me, and I need to know why. Do you know, like there's incongruencies where you're like, I don't understand why this is like this, so I must look it up. And if somebody interrupts me while I'm on that journey, I get really agitated by it.
Well, the ADHD hyperfixation is what that is.
And it's always at 2 a.m.
Yeah. You know what my favorite thing is like, will he be on time?
Yes.
Who knows?
Yes.
But will he be in a portal for 6 hours learning about the backstory of the imperial measuring system? Yeah, he will.
I will. I
Yeah.
absolutely will.
You know what, Adam, though? When you do show up, my God, you know so much.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. Listen,
And
I
that's
don't.
all, yeah.
I might not show up on time, but I do show up prepared.
It's like somebody who doesn't doesn't make it to the party on time, but they bring a nice bottle of wine or like a nice.
I try to be that guy too.
Yeah. And instead you bring useless facts.
And I bring useless wine if it's your party.
You do, yeah, but I'm not allowed to drink it.
That's why
Yeah,
it's useless.
yeah.
Now,
Okay, gotcha. Yeah,
let's
true,
talk
true.
about.
You're too quick today.
Michael B. Jordan won for Best Actor. And can I say this? First off, you loved Sinners.
Yeah, that was great.
And did you see Sinners?
No, I didn't
I
see
haven't
it.
seen it yet either. I got to see it. I think it confused some people, but most Oscar
There was a lot going
movies
on
do.
in it. Like, I think that even they admit that there was a lot going on.
But they had like 16 nominations, so you knew they're going to win something.
Yes.
One battle after another, one Best Picture. Marty Supreme basically won nothing, which I think is justice for all of us who thought this is not a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I not because I'm a hater, but I'm hating on the hype machine around that movie because it's not good. But when Michael B. Jordan got up on stage, I wanted to talk to you guys about this one thing. We can't obviously run the audio because it's from a copyrighted broadcast, but he did something I hear in music all the time.
Mhm.
I hear in sports all the time, but I never hear it in movies. He thanked the fans.
Yeah.
It's a very small thing. But he said, thanks to everybody that went to the movie to see this, like went into the theaters, because theaters are struggling right now.
Yes.
And we've talked about the Warner Brothers, Paramount potential merger that's
Mhm,
happening here
mhm.
that's going to be insane, right?
Yes.
And I think that the movie industry is the last to react to the fact that in this day and age, you have to be really good to your fans. Back in the day, I don't think you had to be.
No, people would just go. There wasn't any other options. It was like, if you want entertainment, there are two places to get it, which is like live music or like going to the cinema.
Yeah.
And now people have endless options.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like,
Well, and
but isn't that sad that we're like, ugh, how nice is it that they're thanking their
that
fans?
one
Like
guy did
that.
it.
Yeah. That one guy, like that is like baseline. Like
I know.
if those, like, how low can your expectations go? And they should be, because this is literal money in this economy coming out of people's pockets to go to the cinema. So I'm so glad that he said thank you to the fans.
And thank you speeches, I think, are very insular by nature because you're thanking all the people you personally
Yeah.
know that the general public does not. And the reason you're doing that is because it's a huge platform and you want people to go, hey, there was a lot of people behind this and I want to name them so you know that this thing that you loved, maybe not necessarily because a lot of the movies did not make money that were nominated. This movie that you saw had a bunch of people behind it that are unsung heroes and stuff. And I get that.
Yeah.
But I think always number one, what you hear at the Grammys, what you hear at the VMAs,
Yes.
what you hear at the friggin' Nickelodeon Awards
Yes.
when those
Yeah.
existed. The in Canada,
R.I.P.
the VMAs here in Canada, R.I.P. Much music. Those are the things that they're instantly like, hey, thank you for streaming this album, for coming to my concerts.
It's always about the fans. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get, I feel like to me what that means is the movie industry is extremely insular.
Yeah.
And once you're in that world, you kind of forget.
Yeah.
that fair?
Yeah, and I think that you've been on a set for like, a year or 2 years. And it's like, when you throw a party or like a wedding, for example, and you're like, if I invite this person, I have to invite this person, that person. It's like, if I thank this person, I have to thank that person. And so when they go on stage to do these speeches, it's like
Word vomit.
it has nothing to do, it's like just making sure that you've crossed your T's and dotted your I's, but doing something like, thanking your fans, like probably that's all you need to do, right? It's like the folks who are on the team and know how important the project was, they know. I also want to give a shout out because there was a couple big moments besides
Give it to me.
The Backstreet Boy lookalike contest. Autumn Durald Akapa. I don't know if that's how you pronounce her last name, but because Sinners
I'm
had
glad I did not have to pronounce that.
16 nominations in general, which I think was like one of the most nominated films historically. But she was the first female cinematographer and first Black cinematographer ever to win this award. So again, first female to ever win that award. It is 2026, which God bless, thank God that she did that. But like about time.
Yeah.
So
they've
a
changed
lot of
up
shifts
the
happening.
people who can vote significantly,
Mhm.
and now you're seeing the results of that because the
Yeah.
Oscars So White
Yeah.
thing 10 years ago really
Yeah.
kind of sent
Yeah.
shockwaves through the industry. Oh yeah, we are doing this. This is
Ryan Coogler though, like he knows how to just like put something out that nobody can deny. Like
Yeah. No,
he does.
You're not wrong. Now, something I wanted to kind of put on your horizon too
Please do.
is that the Oscars are moving to YouTube in 2029. ABC will no
What?
longer be the broadcaster. Oscars will run.
That's great. Oh, how did I not know that?
Well, you could be forgiven. There's a lot going on in the world right now.
Oh my God, where is
Only-
my mind?
Again,
in the Middle
it's
East?
like, how do you not know about the imperial system?
Yeah.
Like 2029 is 3 years from now. You could be forgiven for not knowing that.
I still
about
have
rights
to
deals.
watch Harry's SNL clips. I have a lot to work on. That and the YouTube merger. God damn it.
He did a good job, but I don't think Harry was the star of SNL this weekend. We can talk about
We'll
that.
get back to that. Okay, but YouTube.
YouTube moving. So what's going to be interesting about YouTube? So I don't know if you guys saw this, but there was a couple of speeches that got cut off, specifically the K-pop Demon Hunters people. And don't laugh. That's
don't
the
mean to
biggest
laugh.
movie in the world for kids.
I know it is, but like K-pop Demon Hunters, just the name being like, and their speech was cut off. Those Demon Hunters,
Those are the
like
Demon Hunters.
Like,
and you know what? And good for them.
Yeah, no, Adam, I've seen the film.
Have you seen it?
Of course, I've seen it.
So I love the story there because that
great.
woman, the woman who sings in that and
Yeah.
wrote a lot of the songs, was somebody that was trying to get into the K-pop system
Yeah.
and was rejected.
Yes, yeah,
And now she's more popular and famous than all of them,
Yeah,
which is crazy.
yeah. This. Sorry, keep going.
No,
yeah.
no, go. You
No,
go.
no, keep going.
You got it. You got a thing
no,
you
I
got to
had
say.
it.
No, it's coming out.
No, I had a joke. I was going to say, this could be Timothée Chalamet in opera. This could be his moment. He'll make his own way in. Never mind. Okay. Anyways, go ahead.
So my point in this is the speeches themselves are always really long, right?
Uh-huh.
And they always cut people off. So they completed their speech backstage. And I was listening to a show this morning and they were saying, so I wonder if when they go to YouTube, they won't do the thank you speeches on the broadcast in order to shorten the broadcast. And they'll let them do the thank you speeches on a separate channel that you can click through to. So if you're really invested in that, because there's no denying it. Like the Oscars Conan was a great host. The Oscars are still too long. And the best way for me to consume the Oscars is in clips.
Can I say something? No, don't give them a sub channel. Just cut them off. Or not cut them off. Like, also, why does no one follow the rules? Unless you have something political or important to say, stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. The production on this Oscars, like on this weekend, was all over the place.
Yes. Okay.
They were cutting people off. Like they weren't even going long. They were just cutting people off. The sound at certain points and the mics were like all over the place. Like the Sinners performance, everybody, if you went online, was like, what is happening to the audio? Like the production was absolutely all over the place. But then they also finished light. Usually finishes at 11.
Yeah.
And it finished at like 10:35 or something. So they were early. But then they also had so much time for like random bits that like did not need to be in there. That they were cutting people off speaking and saying their speeches, but then they had like random ads and like little things that they could have taken away time from that and then let people finish what they're
I
saying.
think
Right.
it's time for a change then. I think it's time for like the new guard, changing of the
I think
guards.
YouTube will be that.
And I think that YouTube, like that is such a huge shift that they'll have to do something drastically different kind of to prove themselves to the old boys club, right?
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think that'll be really interesting to see.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
Get wild. Yeah.
So
Vlogs. David Dobrik hosts. Yeah. Is he canceled or is he hosting? Let's go.
It's a good question. I want to talk a little bit about, since we brought up Timothée Chalamet, Dune 3. So Dune, I know you guys haven't seen Dune 1
Why are we
and
talking
2.
about space?
It's
Intergalactic.
The movies are so good. They're
But
so good.
they're
I'm begging you to watch them.
Okay, I won't.
I know.
You watch the rest of Heat of Rivalry and I'll watch
Okay,
Dune.
all right.
All
but-
right?
So I think it's interesting that there's a little bit of competition going on right now with Marvel, all the superhero movies.
Get me out of here.
So Dune 3 is coming out on the exact same day as Avengers Doomsday, which is the
Whoa.
brand new Avengers
no
movie.
Way.
So Avengers Doomsday cost more, $500 to $600 million. They're going to need $1 billion to break even, and the problem they're going to have is Dune 3 has a deal now where they get all the IMAX things in the movie theater. So this is going to be this December, by the way. Originally, they were going to have December 18th be the release day because they've pushed this movie back 3 times, this Marvel movie. But Denis Villeneuve, who's the director of Dune, Canadian guy from Montreal, wrapped filming in November 25 and said, we're doing it first weekend in December 2026 and has not moved it. So his movie cost $190 million. The Avengers one cost $600 million. They're going to be the same weekend. So we're going to have our nerd version of Barbenheimer. Are you ready for that?
I can't. That is going to be so great. You know what? Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So I wasn't listening to any of those
Okay,
numbers
cool.
because I don't care. I don't care. I was looking at who I think is cute on the cast.
Okay. Who's cute?
Okay. I like James Marden. He's good, but I don't like Cyclops because that's creepy. Florence Pugh. Awesome.
Mhm.
Midsummer.
Her
Okay.
character is pretty good in the.
I won't be
Avengers
watching it. I don't
universe,
care. Robert Downey Jr. I like him. Isn't he sober too?
Yes. Has
Yes,
been
we
many
both
years.
can't drink. I like him. I don't know any. Chris Evans, I would. So that's all I care about. Here's my problem, Adam, with these types of movies. And Dune, we're in Mars or Martians and such. And
You're
Avengers,
close, yeah.
Avengers seems also to be in some sort of outer space universe. I think that we should fix the problems on Earth first in movies. And I'm not saying like let's have a film about political justice. I'm saying like another Bridget Jones could heal us.
No, we don't need a 6th Bridget
I'm
Jones.
just saying,
We
like
do not
ano-
need the
another-
Bridget Jones extended
I'm just
universe
saying, or
is too
like
much. It's too big.
let's do another shopaholic movie.
Is Mark
or-
Darcy dead? By the way,
Shut up.
did he
I
die?
don't know. I haven't seen.
Well, how have they done 5 movies?
How have they done 5 Avengers?
Well, because there's new bad guys.
Yeah, because they make up their own rules. You know what I want? I want human rules. These are all Martians. They're all
Okay.
Martians. And I don't like that because it's not a level playing field. They can like die and regenerate. And one's a Cyclops. And James, no, for fuck's sakes. James Marsden's too hot. Why are you making him a Cyclops?
right.
Put him in a new Bridget Jones. I'll watch that. Let's fix the problems on Earth. I don't know. Pretty Woman 2. 3,
we do
4,
not
5.
need a Pretty Woman too.
I-
No, do
put-
not put that
Get-
out there.
no.
They're going to go and redo that movie.
I don't give a
do
shit.
Not.
Excuse my language, but give the money to Julia Roberts. Give that Marvel money, that Dune money to
Well, at this
Julia
point, it'd be
Roberts.
Pretty Wench.
What? Stop! You don't say that. And Hugh Grant. Oh, yeah. I'd like that.
Jax, do you know what feels surprisingly powerful?
Buying produce that isn't on sale.
It's close. It's close. Saving money while doing my own taxes and actually understanding what was happening.
Look at you taking control of your financial life. I love it.
Well, TurboTax helped a lot. With TurboTax Expert Assist, the experts actually point out credits and deductions you might qualify for. And they can answer any questions if you feel stuck.
So wait, I'm doing my taxes, but I'm not actually alone?
Exactly. You stay in control and the experts back you up. They answer doubts, they help you get your best outcome, and they can even review before you submit. And if you switch to TurboTax, it's only $60.
Honestly, that sounds way better than overpaying and then hoping for the best.
Right? That's why I'm using TurboTax this year. It's easy, it's helpful, and it's affordable. File now with TurboTax Expert Assist.
Experts only available with TurboTax Experts. Offer is for TurboTax Expert Assist only. You must file before April 15th, 2026. Get moving.
So, Jax, you have mentioned to me
Yes.
that there's been a betrayal in the home. Stephanie is aware of this. I am not.
I wanted to, because Steph and I, like Steph, and thank you for being there for me because you witnessed it happen in real time. And when you live alone and there are, family issues, it's hard.
Mm.
You know my
how
dog
could there
Red.
be family issues? if you
I
live
know.
alone?
I was just thinking, okay,
What's happening?
Stop it. Just listen. Hear me out.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
You know that my senior dog Reggie is he's a bit fussy.
Mm.
And Reggie's very fragile. He hasn't done the stairs in 3 years, right? Because he can't. However, I received, because I went to a cottage this weekend, I received a video from my friend Perry, who was dog sitting, footage of him going down the stairs on his own, very gingerly. Okay? Don't start. Hear me out. Now, I put it to the test to see if he would go down the stairs because I carry him like a baby. I hold his little paws and I hold him down and I support his back like my baby every day for the past 3 years.
Yeah.
It's hard. I've fallen down the stairs holding him. So I put it to the test today to see if he would indeed go down the stairs for me. And I want you to watch this, okay? Press play whenever you're ready. Oh, little arms.
Okay.
Yeah, you've been lying. I saw that you can walk down the stairs and you've been fibbing to me for years.
Okay. Let's see.
Hey. Okay. Yep. I saw the proof. I saw. Come on. Oh. Oh.
So he can.
You sneaky snake. Come on.
Now I know what this is. Now, can he go up? Can he
No.
go up?
I won't be testing that today.
I need to know if he can go up. Don't you instantly want to know that if he can go up? So here's what's happening.
My dog has been lying to me and taking advantage of me.
Yes, number 2 is true. Number 1, I don't think is true. I think this is a nature versus nurture situation.
Adam.
And his nature is to do what nurtures him. And what nurtures him is getting your attention. And sometimes when we're recording this show, you can hear him sort of do a gentle from the basement as though he's fallen. Like, I've fallen and I can't get up because he's old. We got to get him a life alert badge. But the thing about him is that he does what he's allowed to do. And I see this with my wife
He's
and
been
our cat.
gaslighting me.
Yeah, well, our cat is totally fine all the time. And I say our cat.
Teddy's yours.
I guess he's mine now because we've been together almost 6 years. But, Teddy's 13 or 14 years old, just like Reg. And, there was a whole long point where it was kind of just the two of them. She had some boyfriends and that sort of thing. But, it was really just the two of them. And that she goes, oh my God, he's like a leaky bucket with the attention. Like I can't possibly give him enough. He was never a lap cat. Now, when she works from home, he sits in her lap all day long.
Because he needs her.
No, he doesn't though.
He does
That's
need
the thing
her.
is because
That's
when she goes
mummy.
to work in office days, he's fine. He sleeps on the couch.
I pay a membership for a co-working space because Reggie and I needed time apart. Because sometimes when I'm at home, I can't work because he screams. And it's really hard to record audio.
This is your fault.
Adam, don't victim blame, okay? Don't victim blame. I'm just saying that I'm hoping that we can get to a balance where how do I tell him, don't take advantage of me, but also I love you?
I think there's plenty of people listening right now who are, first off, going to enable you. Because you're enabling him and they're going to enable you. They're going to be like, Jax, don't worry. I do the same thing.
People say he's too old for boundaries. I think I can't tell him.
I don't think that's true at all.
I can't tell him, you need to learn the rules, bud.
I think there are people listening who are going, you know what? I'm afraid to speak up, but I could give Jax some good advice here.
I need help.
Don't be afraid. DM us. I would love to know. First off, I'd love to know when your dog has fooled you, like the way that your dog fooled you.
He was gingerly going down the stairs.
Yes. Number 2, I would like to know, and this is the more important thing, what should Jax do about it? What should Jax do about this? How do you manage your dog's would you call it manipulation? Would you call it?
I think he's toxic.
You think he's toxic?
Do you think that your mothering
mothering style might have something to do with the way that he is acting?
I think Reggie and I have a toxic relationship. I think that
Whose fault might that be,
it's
Jax?
mine. It's mine.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
there it
I'm
is.
a helicopter mummy. And no, I'm a helicopter mummy and I've created a monster. And a Pomchi is already a very fussy breed.
Yes.
And I think that I've made him.
He's a very nice dog. I want everybody to know that.
He's
He's
beautiful.
not like one of those tiny dogs that's a total jerk.
Yeah.
He's actually very sweet.
But everybody says, because whenever people like, if they house sit for me or if they take care of Reg, I give them this long list of like, this is what he prefers and like, this is the way he'll act. And then I say like, okay, like, how was he? Checking in. They're like, oh, he's chill. He's good. And I'm like, no, but like how it, like, he has trouble. Like he likes to sleep in on weekends. And so
What did I just say about the cat?
Okay.
When Natalie's not there, he's fine. When she's there, he's a maniac. He's insane.
Am I making Reggie sick? No, can I say something?
Yeah.
Gypsy Rose.
Gypsy Rose? No, stop it. Gypsy Rose Blanchard, you mean?
Yep.
No.
What if Reggie realizes now that he knows he can walk down the stairs, he realizes how free he is and kills me?
No, he's not going to do
Okay,
that.
okay.
No, you feed him,
Okay.
remember. You feed
I
him.
love him. We're in a very healthy
Yeah,
relationship here.
very.
No Gypsy Rose jokes.
So I want to say this as we move forward past Reginald. And
Please
I
help
can't
me.
wait to hear what people say, by the way. I can't wait.
If you have any tips on how not to be manipulated by
Yeah.
a small dog, please help me and slide into my DMs. Caesar
No,
Milan.
slide in the Adam Wild and Jax DMs
Yeah,
so we can keep
sli-
it from you. We don't want you sliding into Jax's DMs. We want
I'm gonna delete them.
because Jax will filter through any critical DMs. She will not let those make the show. We want the DMs that you're like, here's my unfiltered thoughts.
Do you think Caesar Milan would come on the show?
You just go on Reggie.
Oh, I thought
No,
you
because he
make-
does that thing.
Yeah, no, I thought you were like that was a taser. And
No,
I was like,
no,
we're
that's
not
what
okay.
he-
I know. Sorry. I'm scared. I'm just protective. He's so little.
Um,
Okay, yeah. Moving on from Reggie and our toxic relationship.
So I think the next thing we got to talk about, this is really key, is the fact that this week is our 1 year anniversary of launching this podcast. And Stephanie brought that up and I didn't know that. I had no idea. And I had no idea it had been a year already. It's been a fast year.
That's why we had TJ on.
Oh, is that why we had TJ?
Yeah, we wanted to celebrate our 1 year by having TJ on. Oh yeah, you just want to see your crush.
I
You
was just happy
missed
to see him.
TJ.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah,
happy.
you're just happy to see him. Yeah, you just missed TJ.
I missed him.
Yep.
But yeah, I want to say that just like the Oscars, we'd like to thank the fans. Honestly, when we think about how something like this can go, whenever you start something, first off, 99.9% of podcasts, and this is like real numbers, like 99.99999% of podcasts never make it past 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Because everybody starts, thinks it'll be easy and fun, and then they go, oh shit, this is a lot of work and I have a life and it's hard and whatever. And I want to say that the fact that you've reacted the way that you have to our show, some of you are people that used to listen to us on Virgin Radio or KISS. Some of you are brand new people from the States that have just found us, which is great too. That's amazing. And I want to do a quick shout out for me to Jax and to Stephanie, who Jax built the studio. Stephanie edits the clips. And, without those two, there is no show. It doesn't look this good. It's, that there's a lot of work that goes in behind the scenes here. And so I do want you two to get your flowers here because this is really
give us our roses.
Absolutely, because it's funny. We record for 40 minutes, but it is a week-long experience that Stephanie creates here, right?
No, honestly, and she does all the distro on all the socials, all of the editing. And before we did the full podcast, Steph and I we essentially built a brand from scratch, which isn't something that we've ever done. We used to be, full-time employees of Bell. Also, Adam, don't negate yourself. We may bring this, but you've run a podcast business for 10 years. So I can build it, Steph can edit it, but we need to know what we're doing with it. So thank you very much for all of your help. And also just looking like a hot bitch.
Well, there was definitely some times on the show I'm like, well, that's not my angle.
No, but we have been incredibly lucky with the folks that listen to us and consume us. I mean, 3 months into us having a podcast, we were in Times Square. Like that's absurd. So Adam is my best friend, has been for years, and Steph, I would like to marry your husband. So we're gonna be sister wives. No, but you guys are my closest friends, and there's so much trust here, and you come into my home every week, which is sometimes a vulnerable thing to do.
Mhm.
So thank you for coming in, and Adam, thank you for sometimes being on time.
And thank you to people like yourself who are listening to this right now, because honestly, it is like we're a Canadian show. And in Canada, there's a lot of great content creators in Canada. They
Yeah.
all end up leaving
Yeah.
because the opportunities are greater in the States, and to do it here and to distribute it not just here, but other places as well, like in the States, is pretty cool. So I think we would love it if you would stick with us, because this
Yeah.
is not a short run thing. We see this as a long term thing, and we want to be around you for a long, long time.
One of the best parts of this show is that we get to connect. And there is, again, like, there's so little connection happening in the world right now. So like having a platform in which to do that.
Yep.
And it's always felt like, it feels like a family affair with folks who listen to us. So it's like people will slide into our DMs. So leave comments, and like we see every single one. And we even screenshot and share them when we get excited about them. So thank you so much for, if you've given any sort of feedback on the show. I'm going to put it out there because I saw Steph, each week we ask, do you have any questions for the show? And I saw Steph send through one of the questions, which said essentially like, are you guys ever planning to take this show live?
Yeah, or any future plans
yeah,
to do it in front of an
yeah,
audience? That's
I-
from
I
like a
would-
warm apple pie.
After seeing, I actually saw Tracy and Martina, two incredible podcasters, characters from Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. And I mean, they've built their brand for years, and they've absolutely killed it. And it's so interesting to see, I've seen Jen Arden do it. I've seen you guys do it, like the Steve Dangle
Mhm.
podcast, do it. How to take a show like this in front of an audience, and seeing how Tracy and Martina did it. I mean, just kind of the back and forth. It made me like, I was so impressed with how they did it, but also excited to maybe bring ours, because it's such an opportunity to connect with an audience
Yep.
on like an eye to eye. And I mean, I love friends. I love new friends. I love new friends. So to
Yeah.
do that, my goal is this year we will take this on the road in some capacity.
I love that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that. I think that's a great idea.
Steph, logistically, is that possible?
It's
Okay.
not.
Sure it is.
That I've done plenty of, and it's not as hard as you
We're
think.
going to the keg.
We're going to the keg.
Catch us at the keg. No, but like I'd love to do like I mean, God, imagine doing like the Rebecca Cohn Halifax, or like something like
yeah.
small, like actually.
Well, I
Cohn's-
think we
the
would
Cohn's
start
pretty big.
small.
Let's not get crazy.
Yeah,
fast.
but maybe we start with 10 people and see where that gets us.
I think I'm going to put it out there that maybe we could do 25.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I think you might be pushing it.
I think we could do 50.
No, stop it.
I'm
We
just
cannot do
saying.
50.
Listen, I see all the messages that come in every week when we post, and people are just responding to things we talk about. And there's a lot of people who love you guys. And
Is this a free show? Is that why we're getting?
Yeah,
50 people?
could
It's a free show?
no, we could not get 50 paying customers. There's no way. It would have to be like a charity show, and we invite our moms.
A charity for us.
Invite our moms.
No, I think if we threw some, I think that if we threw some sort of podcast party, I think that would be a great.
That
idea.
would be fun. I'm just kidding, by the
Yeah,
way.
podcast kitchen party.
SSJJKO says,
What?
yeah, that's their name. Can I see a picture of Steph's fiance?
I'll get one.
No, hold on. Are we allowed to do that?
Can we do that?
I mean, I guess we could.
He's so
should we
hot.
ask him or?
I could ask him first.
All right. If we're allowed, right now, Steph is flashing a picture of him with their engagement photos. If we're not allowed,
Oh, I don't.
then you're
I don't
just
need-
looking at us.
So I don't.
Why,
Need to
yeah,
look-
how many Alex pictures do you have on your phone?
Oh yeah. Why would I need to?
Why
look at a
would
picture
you
of him?
have that on your phone?
Somebody. Okay, never mind. I put up a. Can I tell
No,
this
you
story?
can't back out of this
I
now.
put up a picture of, like, we went to dinner, Steph and Alex and we went to dinner, and I put it in like a carousel.
Mm.
And somebody asked me if I was in a throuple with them because they're so hot, and I didn't want to say no.
No, you wouldn't.
I'm not in a throuple with them, but like everyone was like, "Who are these two?" And I was like, "That's producer Steph and Alex."
It's a good-looking couple.
Good looking
Their
couple.
kids are going to be insanely good-looking.
I feel like we're going to hype this up too much. I'm going to put a picture, and people are going to be like,
No, he's
He's
handsome.
okay.
No, he's
Straight up,
beautiful.
he's handsome.
He's beautiful.
Don't
You
you
both-
think he's handsome?
I obviously think he's handsome, but
Yeah,
maybe I'm
Steph,
biased.
call him ugly. Call him ugly
No,
right
that's
before you
not-
marry
Yeah, I
him.
got to marry Uggo over here.
Yeah, he's
That's not what I'm
he's
doing.
7 feet and ugly. Yeah,
Hey, if you're 7 feet and ugly, you're still a 9 out of 10.
that's
in boy.
friggin' right.
Honestly.
That's right. Oh my god.
So the other thing I wanted to do before we get going here is I have this other question from Millsy. What is the number one ick that y'all can't stand? Now, here's the question. I'm going to narrow the question because an ick can be in relationships, but it also can be like in a work setting or whatever.
I can give you an ick for every situation.
Okay, give me an ick for a relationship then.
for a relationship, heavy duty texter. Don't blow up my phone. Don't.
Oh, I'm so with you on that.
Also,
What?
I know it's like, no, actually, I'll stand by it. Like if your grammar is poor, I don't like that. Like if you text like you are, like instead of your, like just the letter you are. I've put up with that before, and I don't think I should settle for that
So
anymore.
you're like, hey, listen, I'm closing in on 40 here.
Be an adult,
Be an
like
adult.
know the proper
Yeah.
yours and theirs,
Yeah.
And here's the thing is like most people do, they just like are too lazy to type it. I'm like, please put in some effort.
Mhm.
Am I not worth 2 more letters?
My run-on sentence voice to text that I send to you guys.
My-
At least the grammar is somewhat correct.
My texts are awful, but the grammar is correct.
That's right. Yeah.
But yeah, texting in general can be a big ick.
Okay. So Stephanie, who's getting engaged, this will be an interesting.
Her
or is
Alex
engaged.
is
What is a relationship ick for you? Do you have one?
Honestly, there's not many. I'm very like icky about like people blowing their nose and stuff.
Oh, really?
So
Oh, that would be hard for me.
yeah, blowing the nose or like picking your
Adam-
nose, like
Adam-
absolutely not.
I'm a trumpet when I
Adam,
blow my
you
nose.
blow
I
your nose often here, and so do I.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
I also
get
once.
secondhand.
She's
ick a
never
little
gonna
Can
bit.
I
with
say
you,
this?
Adam.
I also once went to the bathroom and not the fun kind. And then there's only one bathroom in this house, and Stephanie had to use it right after. It was like, I didn't know you had to use it. And I was so embarrassed.
Oh my god, I
It was
was
terrible.
I was in Nova Scotia.
You
and
were.
You had to call. No, I was somewhere. Anyways, and you had to message me and be like, "Do you have any matches and a candle?" Because it's just Stephanie and I here.
We had to,
I felt
we had to
horrible.
light it on your stove.
Oh,
Yeah,
She
no, I
doesn't.
don't like
what?
that.
She doesn't know better
Like-
yet. She doesn't know better yet. You never let him go ahead of you.
Especially in
If
early
I've
in the
learned one
morning.
thing over this decade of being on air with this man, you go to the bathroom first, Stephanie.
He was
okay?
running there.
Yeah.
So
He's fast.
Oh my god.
What's your ick?
Relationship ick. Well, I loved your one about text messages. My thing with people was always like, okay, my phone is not Twitter. I don't need a daily update, or an hourly update about how your day is going. The
Mm.
most you will get from me during the day is, hey, how are you? Whatever. Occasionally, Natalie and I'll call and check in on each other and just
You're
say, hey,
a
how's your
great
day
phone
going?
caller. I love phone calls. I love when people call.
Really?
Just call. Yes.
Oh,
You're great at phone calls, and sometimes you'll send a really sappy text message out of nowhere. You know what I
Because
mean?
I like to tell people
yeah,
I love them.
yeah.
But,
On Siri.
But it's always on Siri. I
Yeah.
don't even bother typing anymore because my thumbs are so fat that I hit the wrong letter all the time. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna let Siri take this one. Even when I'm walking down the street, I'll be like walking and talking into my phone like such a boomer. But what are you gonna do, right? You gotta.
I didn't know about voice to text until a couple months ago.
It's the best. It's the greatest.
What?
And voice memos.
What?
how did you not know?
I didn't know that was a thing. I thought I love sending vlogs.
But-
I send vlogs all the time.
People send voice memos though. You sent
Yeah.
one the other day,
I
and it
send
was like
voice memos
5 minutes long. I was like, "This is literally a podcast. Like, what are we doing?"
You understood though, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah,
it was kind of
a-
long. It was pretty long.
It was a subject that we needed to discuss
Yeah.
at length, but I think it's rude when people send voice notes for normal shit that's like longer than a minute. Because to me, I just click the text and read the text because I don't have a minute
do
to
that
sit there.
too.
and
Can I say
listen.
something? You are making it very hard for somebody to be your friend. You're like very.
I prefer
very,
just
like,
not to be
Yeah,
contacted.
you're like, I'm not going to
sometimes.
be on time. I'm not going to text you back. I don't want to know how you are. And if you communicate with me in this, or this way, fuck you. And I'm like,
Oh, that's
all
true.
all I want to do is love you, but I can't love you the right way.
No, I thought your podcast text was funny. I liked it. But yeah, when people do that, I'm like, don't make me listen to that.
I have a couple. You know what, Adam? You have agency. You can just not listen to it.
I don't. I do what Steph does. I read it. I'd rather
I
read
read
it
it as well.
because you can scan it faster.
Yeah.
Not all the time,
Oh,
but
yeah.
when I'm busy, I'll read it.
I find that I will better, like I can understand something if it's, I can also do things. I don't have to stand there and look at it.
Mhm.
I'm doing things all the time. So I'm like, I can just listen to it and then I can hear what they have to say. But I have very specific people that I can have, like if somebody sends me a voice note, that's 4 minutes. If one person does versus another person, I'm like, don't want to hear that. Can't wait to hear what she has to say.
Yeah.
I have a friend who sends me vlogs often and I find myself laughing.
Yeah.
It's like I'm talking to her on the phone. Ha ha ha, I say. Sorry.
Wait,
So-
what was your ick?
My ick. Well, so I loved that one.
My
that
ick
Jax
is
had.
you.
I think the other ick I have is when people are upset with you, but they won't tell you why. Nothing will make me
Avoidant.
crazier than that.
Yeah.
Avoidance or not even because you'd be like, you ask somebody and then they say they're fine and you know they're not fine because you're not stupid. And you're like, can we just listen? If you don't want to deal with this now, like if you need a minute or an hour or 12 hours to think about it and come back to me, That's fine. But you have to tell me. And I don't know what you're thinking, but I know when you're off. So I don't like that. I also don't like when people set expectations and don't communicate those expectations. When they're like, well, that should just be self-evident. You should just know. Like Jax, you always say to me, well, I expect you to be on time, even though I never am. You say to me as a friend, here are the things that I would like.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, I can deal with that. And I can apologize when I don't meet those expectations. But if you do not communicate the expectations, what is it that you expect me to do? So in a relationship, that's a serious ick for me. And I used to break up with people like a month in if I got a hint of that, like a whiff of it. I'd be like, no, we're done. Because I know that in the early stages, if I'm sensing it now, what are the chances that this gets better? It's going to get worse.
Well, going back to a well that has no water.
Yeah.
And then continuously being disappointed is like, it's a form of insanity. And some people like it.
Yeah.
Like going somewhere where your expectations can't be met and then punishing that person for not meeting expectations that you did not communicate is whack.
It's whack.
And I've been disappointed before by somebody who's like not showing up for me in a way that I actually haven't communicated. So that's on me.
Yeah.
Right. But then when you say like somebody has to tell me how they feel, I know that they're off. That's your own hypervigilance. So if they say they're good, you have to trust them, whether or not you think that's true is yours.
Yeah, but they're not good. And I know they're not good. And why am I? And then later it's going to come back at me anyway.
But it's up to them to tell you. It's up to you to listen. Right.
Okay. Well, that's what I do now.
Yeah. So exactly.
Yeah.
So like
Natalie's pretty good. She's like, I'm upset, but I need a minute.
That being said, like you said, like it's like you can tell that person's probably not right for you, right? Like if they're
that's
not,
why I break up.
Yeah.
with them.
So
I used to.
I also I come from a super hyper vigilant household
Me
where
too.
I'm like walking on eggshells, don't know what to anticipate a lot of the time. So often I'm always like, hey, are we good? Are we good? Are we good? And sometimes that person's like, yep, we're good. I have to like they actually could be good, but sometimes. Where I get super, off is when I am being hypervigilant for a reason. And that's like an echo chamber of trauma.
Yeah. Yeah. And to be fair, yeah.
Let me take your ick to a therapy.
Oh, I
level.
love it.
But
I love it.
Yeah.
Now, before we go,
say something happy. Let's end it on something happy.
like recommendations. What do we got?
I'm living for the new season of Paradise. I
gotta check that show out. I have not done that.
You
yet.
won't, Adam.
No, I will.
Because you know what? You're too busy ignoring people's.
You're too busy ignoring text messages and voice notes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm Adam.
No, I gotta check out this show. You really love this. I want to check this out.
It's like right up your alley. With the Cyclops is in it.
Yeah.
James Marsden. It's got a hint.
I love James Marsden.
You know what? It's got a hint of Marvel and it's got men in it. You'll like it.
Marvel.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. What do we got, Steph?
I've been watching the love story about John F. Kennedy Jr. and
I need to watch
Ryan
it.
Murphy
Carolyn.
one. And Daryl Hannah's very upset about the way she was portrayed
I know.
in that.
I saw her.
She's like, I've
statement.
never done cocaine. Why am I doing cocaine parties?
Yeah. Apparently it's based on a book about their life, which is interesting. But I had literally zero idea about this story at all, or him, or how they died, like anything. I did not know
any of that.
They were an it couple in the 90s.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, which I've learned.
And I've heard her fashion has like come back into the ethos now, and people are kind of copying her looks.
Yeah, well, I mean, the way the show is put together is awesome. Like looking at photos of them from the 90s and like the way the show is portraying it, like incredible. And I love that the main character is from Canada. The guy who plays John F. Kennedy Jr.
Yeah, we love that.
He's from a small town, like outside of Barrie.
And he's a good-looking guy.
Oh my God, he's
Ooh,
gorgeous.
I do need to watch this. This isn't the anti-vax one, right? RFK? Who's
no, that's
the
RFK.
Right.
RFK.
Yeah,
that one.
Because he's not good.
No, that's
right?
Brainworm. Yeah.
Okay, Brainworm.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. This is.
But yeah, it's a good show.
Great fashion. Yeah.
Great fashion.
All right.
Pretty to look at. I felt like the beginning was kind of slow, and I feel like it would have been maybe better as a movie. But maybe I'm just like for people who knew
Ryan Murphy stuff does start slow. Like I remember watching the People versus O.J. Simpson, and then there was what was the other one about Versace?
Yeah, that one
That
too.
Versace one was painfully slow.
That was
to start,
rough.
but it was good.
But it was so good. Yeah,
so good. Darren Criss was awesome.
Well, that's the thing. I think people who maybe knew their story, like they love it. But like I had no idea, so I feel like it kind of dragged on in the beginning. So I'm like, okay, like she's playing hard to get. Like,
but this one starts well. You like this one?
No, it was a little slow for me at the beginning. But people who like them and like who knew them back when they were alive probably just like love to see the story play out.
I was really the second you said it was Ryan Murphy, right?
Mm-hmm.
The second that you said that, I'm like, because his last season of Monster, the Egg Guy, Geen story, I hated.
Yeah.
I stopped watching it 2 episodes in. I was like, this is like, and I shouldn't say that any of them are like fantastic. Like they're serial killers, like monsters.
Yeah.
The last one was, and it was Charlie
Dahmer,
Hunnam.
right? Was it not?
No, it was Ed Gein.
Okay.
And it was Charlie Hunnam who did it. And it was just so bizarre. And I guess apparently it was like so off of the actual storyline. I'm like, what are we doing here? Yeah. Ryan Murphy's a hit or miss for me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
He's like Taylor Sheridan, who does all the Paramount, like the
the cowboy,
the cowboy stuff.
king. Yeah.
Ryan Murphy does his genre really is after Glee anyway.
Yeah.
This real life story that you've taken and basically biopics it,
Yeah.
which biopicking as a genre used to be this like really weird passe thing that like the Life
Yeah.
Network would
Yeah.
do. He's come and really brought it mainstream. Looks
Yeah.
great. But I like American Horror Story is not for me, and I love scary stuff, but I just find it. It's not for me. People love it. Not for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's an interesting cat. There's a lot of stories about, the fact that like when he did what was the rivalry one where it was the 2 actresses in the 50s or something, and they're both sort of at the tail end of their career. There was another one that he did that was like a very famous rivalry on set. And Olivia de Havilland, who was 103 when it came out, was supposed to have called her sister the B word. And she like sued him at 103 and said, no, I didn't say that. I'm not that type of person.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
There's like, I understand that there's like artistic will and like you can kind of do, but it's like.
Some people see it as exploitive. Other people see it as, listen, I wouldn't know this story otherwise. The problem is when you take liberties and you need an antagonist, which Daryl Hannah is in this scenario. And the producers are like, yeah, we know Daryl Hannah didn't do that, but that was a device for the show.
But when it's like, like
that's someone's
victims or their families, like, because he does the murder part too. It's like, the Dahmer stuff. It's like, okay, I guess where he's coming from.
My recommendation this week is that you check out the Love is Blind reunion. And I wanted to say this. I thought that they missed the mark. They had one of the best reality show villains ever with that Chris guy. Remember we played the clip a couple of weeks back?
Why do you think they missed the mark?
Because I think Nick, so Nick and Vanessa are the hosts. Nick Lachey, Vanessa Lachey.
I
don't think they're very good in live programming.
Are we just figuring this out?
Yeah.
I agree, but I think this reunion was the best reunion they've ever had.
I thought it was a good reunion. All I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Please watch it.
Like Nick hammered down.
But I thought he got soapboxy about it. His job in that scenario, when you watch Andy Cohen, who's a master at it.
Oh, incredible at it.
His job is to say, well, what do you think about what you said?
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Right.
And Nick was like, well, don't you think you're a bad person? And I'm like, Nick, respectfully, you're not the star here. You're the conduit to the star who is the antagonist, who is Chris. You need to pull that out of him.
Yeah.
And I don't think they did a great job doing it. And it's funny, Steph, because everything else went great. And that should have been its own block, its own segment. And it just sort of, they went in and
Vanessa's
and
better
went
at
out
that,
of it.
though,
Yeah,
isn't she?
she is,
Yeah,
but she's not alive. She's also, there's a big difference between recorded and live. And I don't think she's very good off the cuff either. Like, you need
Is
improv.
this show, sorry, I have to ask because I don't know the backstory of this. Is this their show?
Yes.
It is their show. Because I was like,
and it's a brilliant concept.
it's an absolutely brilliant concept.
Yeah.
Was it already done elsewhere in the world though? Or
No.
no, it wasn't. Okay.
Just them.
So we were stuck with them is what I'm saying. Like, and
Yeah,
God bless
they're
them.
gonna be the hosts
But
of it.
I'm just saying, like, if there were to be a better person to like bring that, like, because they've done a bunch of shows that I'm like, maybe we like, they just kind of show up at the beginning and then disappear for a long time and then come back.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
I know that this is your show, but maybe we should get somebody who's better at this for the job.
Well, nobody
Agreed.
compares to Andy Cohen.
No, Andy Cohen's
Andy's
incredible.
amazing.
But like somebody who, just a bit more also pizzazz or something.
But I
you
think
know?
they did do better this time around.
I think they did. And I think that's the thing is that, like, I don't think that they're like beyond saving. The one thing with the internet is like when you say somebody didn't do a great job, it's like, well, they can never get better.
No,
I think if I was
it's
sitting
better
in a
than
room with
me.
them as their producer going, okay, here's how I would want you to handle it next time. And I actually put this on the producers when you've got inexperienced hosts to say, hey, we need you to get this moment. And the way to get this moment is asking questions, not yelling statements at the person. So you're going to have to make sure you hit that. And if you don't hit it, we'll retake it.
Yeah.
Which they should have done.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Well, it doesn't. It does make sense, but good thing that I had to watch it.
You would love it. You really would.
What did I say? What are we getting away with the show? If there isn't a new Bridget Jones, I don't want it.
All right, we'll wrap it
Love
up there.
ya.
Love you guys.